Hello, welcome to episode 16 of Socially Hawkward. My name's Jeff, and with me is Jason.
Oh, hey.
And there's no tunes today because, well, he sucks. Today we're just talking about playoffs, usual. And then just other random stuff. Well, we don't really have anything else besides playoff stuff, but a couple small things.
Yeah, let's probably start with all the little things first.
Oh, yeah.
So the most recent one is Oilers finally found their GM.
Oh, yeah, didn't that happen today?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a rare Monday recording for us. So that was a nice little surprise, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they signed Ken Holland to a 5-year, $25 million contract.
Yeah, it's weird that they announced like the money and everything,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like normally they don't do that,
For,
especially
like,
for
GMs and
GMs and
stuff.
stuff. You don't normally hear about that. It's weird. I saw a tweet from who was it? Someone tweeted, I don't remember who, like a sports writer tweeted like, "Oh, it's weird," like saying it's weird. Like they released this information for a reason. I wonder what that is. Like, there's gotta be a reason behind it.
Maybe they just think that's the big name that they're gonna
Yeah, but why
attract.
announce the money?
I have no idea.
Maybe they're like, "Oh, we're willing to spend money." See, that's a lot.
They don't
of
have
money
money to spend though.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's of what's available, probably the best option. I
Yeah,
would say.
I mean, I would have to agree. I mean,
Well,
he drafted a lot of youngins in Detroit the last couple of years.
tying in with this, apparently, Edmonton really wanted to talk with Vegas like assistant GM,
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about
and
this.
they promoted him to the GM.
And then
And
yeah,
McPhee is now just president.
he was president of operations and the GM. Now he's just.
He's
But in the statement, do you have the statement
no,
they released? It was pretty much. It sounded like
like
he has the
it's
same
still,
job. Yeah. He's doing the same thing. He's still the assistant GM.
he still has to go through
It's just they gave him a pay raise pretty much,
McPhee.
and they gave him. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're him, I mean, that's a good team, team to be the GM of.
Clearly,
Air
Vegas wanted him bad enough to give him that promotion and
Yeah.
raise and everything. So
But it's just funny because in the statement, they said like he will be the point of contact for other GMs and whatnot, but he will still report to McPhee, which.
yeah,
That's technically true regardless since he's the president of hockey operations. But at the same time, it just made it sound like if there's a trade that comes through,
yeah.
McPhee has to sign off on it.
It made it sound like he didn't get promoted at all. He
No,
just got
it's
a pay
same
raise.
job with the pay raise, and then as far as title goes, he got the promotion.
Well, going back to Edmonton, I mean, this like Ken Holland hasn't really done anything great with the Detroit right now lately.
I mean, they're about to be competent again, right? I mean, Dylan
Are
Larkin
they?
had a good year. He kept
Aren't
them
they
relevant.
Aren't they still like at the cap ceiling?
I don't know about cap wise. I'm just talking about young prospects and whatnot. I mean, they have Zadina now. They have. I mean, Larkin's not a prospect, but he's young. How old is Larkin? Do we know? 22, 21?
Probably 22.
Is he that old? Which is weird to say, but I don't think he's any older for sure. What the hell are you doing?
I got a text.
From who?
The only person that texted me.
It's not June, so probably Kathy.
Yeah, my wife.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I just don't see Ken Holland. I mean, he's not the rebuilder type.
I mean, that's what he's been doing. How long has he been in?
He's been in Detroit for a long
That's what
time.
they've been doing for the last 5 years in Detroit.
But he's the most winningest GM with Detroit, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Has he been there that long?
He's been there for a long fucking time.
Yeah, you know more
won
about. You
championships
definitely know
with them.
more about when it comes to late games and stuff like that than I do.
Yeah, I just read that somewhere the other day.
Oh,
Today, probably.
well, you do
Or
more
yesterday.
research than I do. I mean that made sense for him to go to, I guess. Then, like to prove that he can.
I mean,
Do
as
it.
long as they let him.
Although, I
like
mean,
let him make his
to-
moves that he wants to make.
did Yzerman, was he the GM or did he do a different job? I
I
don't remember.
want to say he's the GM.
I know he's with them, obviously. I just don't know what job they gave him.
I don't know. I don't remember. I want to say he got GM. Apparently, he brought over some of his Tampa Bay buddies too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And that wouldn't surprise me, I guess.
I don't remember what roles they played, but he brought over a couple guys.
Well, who am I with Detroit? Steve Yzerman, yeah.
It was assistant GM. They brought
Oh,
over the
they-
assistant GM.
Wikipedia still is Keith Gretzky as the GM as Edmonton.
You need to up your shit, Wikipedia. Can't you change that yourself?
And George McPhee. So I mean, they could probably leave that one though. I don't know. Some pages you can. I don't think you can change all pages. But you are not logged in.
I mean, it's definitely a
looks like
better
I
choice
could.
than Keith Gretzky.
Yeah. Instead of just trusting the name. Yeah.
So, how long until they trade
McDavid.
McDavid to Detroit for Larkin,
That was.
Athanasiou, Zadina, and a couple firsts?
I mean, who would win that trade?
Detroit.
For a team getting the best player. I mean, that's what they say, right? The team that gets the best player in the trade's the winner of that trade.
You can't win a trade when you trade McDavid.
I mean, if you get Larkin, Anthony Athanasiou is not. I don't think he's that young though. I think he's
27.
like 26, 27. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's say they trade those three guys and then 3 firsts. They don't win that trade.
No.
That's a lot.
To get
Yeah, Larkin's 22.
like just entering prime, McDavid.
Ultimate David, 20, probably the same age as Larkin, 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, he's probably going into his prime in like a year or two. Isn't hockey prime like now? Like, don't they say it's like 24
I'd say
or 28 or something?
I'd say it's even a little younger, honestly.
23.
23 to 28, probably.
And McDavid prime is just before the age of 35, probably.
Well, McDavid prime will be 30 till 32, I would
Yeah,
say.
McDavid's. Were they have the same draft?
Larkin and McDavid?
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought they were a year off. What am I thinking? With David draft? But yeah, 2015. Let's find out. I'm very curious. Round 1, McDavid. I don't think they were. Where's Larkin? Where's Detroit? Who did Detroit take? What the heck, laptop? Oh, I hate this laptop. We got first business purchase we officially should make.
A new laptop?
New fucking laptop. I hate it. This thing sucks. Or just buy, you buy a gaming laptop and I can just use that. I don't think, because Larkin was a top 3 pick, wasn't he?
I don't think so. Was he?
I thought he was Larkin draft. Dylan. Yeah, Larkin was taken a year earlier.
What number?
15.
Yeah. See,
Wow.
I don't think he was a top 3. I don't think they
Man.
were that bad
Yeah.
back then.
Who'd Edmonton take that? Oh, that's Draisaitl. I don't know why it's highlighting, but it's highlighting Ekblad, Draisaitl, and Larkin. Perlini was taken that year.
Ooh.
Number 12th overall.
Could have had Larkin.
Pastrnak was taken that year. 25th overall.
Damn.
David Pastrnak. Son of a bitch. Hawks could have had Pastrnak. A lot of teams could have had. Oh my god! Every time you look at these, it's just depressing. It's like my team could have had that guy, or that guy, or that guy, but instead they got this guy.
That's why, unless you're in like a top 3 pick, it's really a crapshoot.
I mean, honestly though, even top 3, like Buffalo took Sam Reinhart second.
He's a decent player.
Aaron Ekblad was taken first. I'm just saying, and then David Pastrnak and Dylan Larkin were taken 15th and 25th.
Yeah. Then right now you would take Pastrnak first.
Yeah, and Larkin probably second. No, Draisaitl. I like Draisaitl.
Yeah,
I like
you're
Larkin. I think Draisaitl's probably the right call.
I think Draisaitl might be taken first, honestly.
over Pasternak.
over Pasternak, and then
I
Pasternak.
didn't even think about that. Between the three of them, I mean, you're getting a great. Would you consider any of those three players a franchise player?
No.
You just consider them elite players?
Yes.
I'm going by NHL terms, 19 terms right now.
No, I wouldn't consider them. I think there should only be like there's less franchise players than there are teams in the league.
You think so?
I think so.
So Tane's a franchise player.
Yes. I don't think Taze is though.
Keith?
No.
No. That's tough.
Like I think the Hawks only have Kane and that's it.
Because there were at one point in time you could have argued they had three.
No.
I mean Keith until like the last 2
call him
years.
a franchise player though.
I'm just saying until the last what part of a franchise player I feel like, and this is where Keith and has only lost me in like the last 2 years, and Taze is just consistency and then longevity.
I mean, Taze just set his career highest.
I know, but he's been so intense. Like what about the 3 to 4 years before this year? That's what I'm saying. Consistency and then longevity. Kane, like, tell me his worst year and not the year where he broke his collarbone.
Like Kucherov's a franchise player.
Stamkos.
I don't think Stamkos is.
Is he not anymore?
No, he's between injuries and
5 years ago, was it? It was him, Ovi, and Crosby. Remember
could
that?
have been considered a franchise.
Him, Ovi, and Crosby is like Stamkos.
You have to be consistent.
That's what I'm saying. Consistency and longevity. You need to
yeah,
stay healthy.
Ovi, obviously. Crosby, obviously. Malkin's probably the closest.
So is there a team with two franchises?
That's what I'm saying. Like Malkin's probably the.
Does Edmonton
Crosby
have two?
Malkin might have two. No, I don't think so.
We're going off topic.
I still don't think Draisaitl is franchise.
I'm just curious.
Maybe if he keeps this up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
multiple like 4 or 5 more years, then it'd be.
Like it's harder to say for a younger player like McKinnon. I'm
McKinnon's
willing to bet he's
player.
a franchise player.
Taylor Hall.
See, there you go. Though he's been dealing with injuries. Do you consider him a franchise? I don't think I do.
I think
like
now
him a lot.
He still is, but he's on the. If he has another bad injury riddled,
he gets
season,
injured a lot.
Gonna...
I feel like he gets injured a lot. I'm curious about that. So you don't think there's a team with two franchise? What team doesn't have a franchise player? That's my other question.
Ottawa.
That's
the first one that comes to mind.
Is there a good team that doesn't have a franchise player? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does Dallas have a franchise player? I don't know if they do.
That's tough. They have 3 guys that are like on the verge of.
Who's the third?
Klingberg. I think Klingberg's really fucking
good.
good.
Okay, I like how you assumed I knew the first two, obviously.
But yeah, Ben and Sagan,
and I liked Sagan a lot.
And Radulov's really good also now.
Yeah, but how he's
and they have Zook now. If they could sign Zook and keep him long, and Zook's really fucking good.
Bishop, man, if he didn't, we'll get to it, but
Nashville.
Bishop, Nashville. Do they not? OC, no.
Not a franchise.
He's good though.
He's not a franchise player. They don't have any franchise players, and they're a good team.
Taylor Hall really quick. I'm just going down the games played since his rookie year: 65, 61, 45, 75, 53, 82, 72, 76, 33. He only played 33 games this year. Do you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. Nice.
When did you draft him? Oh, I can't even look at the word. First round or second? Or what? Did you go like back to back?
He was.
I think you went like back to back at the tail end of the draft, and it was one of those.
I think he was my second pick. I want to say.
I think you drafted Marchand first, right?
No, he was first for sure, and Marchand was second.
Damn. But yeah, I just don't know if. I mean, he's got 3 years where he plays under 60 games. I feel like that's significant. Plus, honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I consider Taylor Hall a franchise player, and I like Taylor Hall a lot.
Winnipeg, do they have a franchise player?
I like Scheifele a lot.
Scheifele's like so close to being a franchise player.
I mean, Blake Wheeler's
I don't
good.
Think he is though.
I mean, if you
Blake
if you looked at that
I don't
team,
think he's franchise either though.
If you looked at that team, I think Scheifele would be the one you would consider. Like if there is a franchise player on that team,
to it, yeah.
It's him.
St. Louis doesn't have anyone.
Tarasenko he's been having a rough few years, I think, right?
Yeah, he's not franchised, that's for sure.
I like, and it sucks too. Whoever like actually listens and thinks like, oh, they're wrong. Like, these are players that I liked a lot.
Here's an interesting one. Calgary, in maybe 2 or 3 years, could have 2 franchise players.
You're saying Kachuk
I think
and
Gaudreau's
Gaudreau?
franchise player, and I
Gaudreau.
think Kachuk has the potential to get there, for sure. I like Kachuk.
Does Florida have a franchise player?
Nah,
Barco's fucking good. He's
Yeah,
not. I think he
he's-
could be.
he could be. I don't think he is one right now.
The potential's definitely there.
San Jose.
I mean, they have Carlson, they have Burns, they have Pavelski.
It's hard to label defensemen franchise players. It's so hard.
Carlson, I feel like it's hard. Just his
Carlson's
injuries.
just been injured.
And that was one of my longevity. I mean, I feel like staying healthy goes with consistency and longevity. And he doesn't check that box for me.
Yeah. Burns then?
He was a late bloomer though.
I feel like he could be a franchise player.
It's tough. It's tough.
I think he's the best, the closest to franchise on that team if he's not franchise.
So I mean, Thornton was.
He was. He used to be. He's not anymore.
No.
Pavelski, he flirted with it, but no. Couture could, if Couture keeps up his playoff performance into the next regular season.
Can we talk about that hurdle? Oh my God, is he doing well these playoffs?
Yeah.
Wow, he had a good season too, but damn, he's doing well these playoffs. Like in fantasy hockey, like if he doesn't get drafted in the first 10 rounds, that's just ridiculous. He's doing I like him. I like him a lot. San Jose, they secretly have a bright future, even though they're possibly going to make the Stanley Cup Finals this year.
The only thing I would worry about is their defense,
Yeah,
because Burns and Carlson are both old.
yeah,
And
I agree.
Carlson doesn't have a contract with them yet.
No, Vlasic isn't young.
Vlasic's old, yep. I think pretty sure your dog's just walking around eating hair on the floor.
He does that sometimes. It's weird. I mean, yeah,
Vegas has no franchise players.
they had a potential one. The guy that traded Ottawa, I forget his name. The defenseman for Stone.
I don't remember.
I can't remember his name. I mean,
Suzuki?
no, it was.
Um,
I can find it if you really want to know.
Arizona has no franchise players. Minnesota has no franchise players.
You don't consider Stone one?
No.
No, I don't think I do either.
Vancouver, you can't call him a franchise player yet, but Pedersen is gonna be a franchise player.
I feel like I'm okay with just calling him a franchise player.
Besser could get there, maybe. But
I'd like Besser, but yeah, I don't know.
Not
I don't
after
know
the
if he
season
does
he
it.
had, you can't say that.
Brandstrom.
Brandstrom.
That's it. I went to Ottawa. The potential. And that's Erik Karlsson, which many people have been labeled, by the way.
I wouldn't say Anaheim has any franchise player. Getzlav used to be.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Perry, as much as you hated, he probably was. He
was like a season.
Yeah, I was just to say for like a couple
no.
seasons.
That's not consistent enough.
Yeah. There was a season where it's like, maybe, and then he's like, no.
The Kings, do you consider Doughty?
I don't like Doughty as much as everyone else. This is the first player you've mentioned where I'm like, no, I'm not a huge fan.
Kopitar?
I like Kopitar more than
Is he
Doughty.
franchise?
No. I don't think so.
That's tough.
He's good. I don't think they have one either, though.
That's the whole Western Conference.
We go through a whole conference.
I'm literally just going down the line. We went over Tampa Bay.
The Rangers don't have one yet.
Boston. Does Boston have one?
Yeah, Bergeron's a franchise player.
He's injured a lot, though.
I'm willing to say no. He's fine.
He's injured. He's injured more than Taylor Hall.
Maybe. He's just so good. I feel like he does more. I think Bergeron's a better player if you compare it to Taylor Hall, and I like Taylor Hall. I'll say it again. I like Taylor Hall.
I'll give you Bergeron.
Going down his games played ever since he came in the league, 2003 for 71, 81, 77, 10, 64, 73, 80, 81, 42, 80, 81, 80, 79, 64. So now, like when I look at that, he's got the one where he's played 10 games, and then the one where he played 41 games.
He's also played a lot more seasons than Taylor Hall.
Yeah, but I mean he's never played an 82 game season, but there are
80s and 81s.
2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah.
6, 80, 81 seasons, and then a couple 79s thrown in there.
Does Toronto is Tavares a franchise player?
I feel like people would be mad if you said no.
I don't know.
I mean Matthews is.
Is
Is
he?
Marner?
Is Matthews already?
I feel like Marner might
Matthews
be.
has been injured every the last 2 seasons. I think he wasn't injured the first season, but
I mean, let me clear. I'm like, if he's injured, and misses 5 games, whatever, But if he
I
misses,
think he's missed good time the last 2.
oh, he definitely has. I just don't know. This laptop sucks.
Marner isn't franchise yet.
82, 62, 68. So that definitely hurts, especially when he only has 3 seasons played.
I wouldn't call him franchise yet.
Potential though. Definitely
Yeah,
potential
they
to be
potentially have 3.
one. Yeah, potentially have 3.
But
I think
I'll give them 1 right now, Tavares.
Marner, man, he's.
Marner's closer to Matthews right now.
Let's see if they even keep him.
If they don't fucking keep him, they're stupid.
If they don't find a way to keep him, then yeah, that's pretty bad.
Washington, obviously, Ovi. That's it. No one else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Washington has the same kind of thing the Blackhawks have. They have Ovi, we have Kane. Then they have Backstrom, we have Tays, who are very,
Yeah.
very good players.
Do they have a
not
defenseman
franchise.
as good as Keith, though?
I mean, Carlson's been, the last couple seasons,
True.
has been really fucking
And
good.
I'm not talking.
He came out of nowhere, too.
I know right now Carlson's the better defenseman. I'm just saying, overall, over the course of them
Their
playing,
careers,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not just talking about Keith sucks now. I know Keith isn't as good as he used to be.
The Islanders don't have anyone.
Barzal can potentially.
It'd be tough for him to get there. Pittsburgh, we went over.
Yeah.
Carolina, I think Aho's a franchise player.
Now
Yeah, after this season, yeah.
he had a good season.
Columbus, no.
You don't think Panarin's one?
No.
I have a question now that I think about it too, bringing Panarin up. I don't think he is, but great fucking player. Do you have to stay with a team to be considered a franchise player? No, right?
I think that would help.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that
if
hurts
Tavares
Tavares
was still
for
on
me.
the Islanders, would you say, yeah, he's a
Yes, I
franchise
would.
player?
I wouldn't even think twice about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Who did
definitely
we
hurts.
just mention? Oh, I wanted to look up Aho stats. Sebastian Aho.
Montreal, I would never give a goalie franchise player status
No, I don't.
because he's making $10 million and he's okay.
He's been hurt a lot and whatnot. I don't think you can give it a price, unfortunately. Man, yeah, Aho had a good year.
We went over Florida already.
Yep.
Philly.
Giroux.
Giroux. Yeah. I think Giroux is franchise, honestly.
I'm just curious what he did this year. I don't even know, honestly.
Like, if Giroux's on that point where if he changed teams, he probably wouldn't be franchise anymore.
Oh, yeah. I think I can agree with you there.
He's on that Tavares scale.
I mean, yeah, for as far as injuries go, not bad. I mean, I don't know if this was his rookie. Oh, yeah, see, first year he only played 2 games, but the next year he played 42, 82, 82, 7. And the year he played 42, though, he was a rookie, so that doesn't necessarily mean he was injured by any means. But 82, 82, 77, 48. 48 was lockout shortened, though. I haven't been mentioning that at all. 82, 81, 78, 82, 82, 82. He's definitely got the longevity.
Yeah.
He's playing, and he's playing well, throughout all of his years. I mean, his best year was 2 years ago. 105 points, or 102 points, so... Yeah, I think I would give it to him. And like you said, if he switched teams, maybe it takes him a little bit down like Tavares, but
Rangers don't have anyone,
no.
clearly. Buffalo, is Eichel franchise?
I don't think so. I think he potentially
He's
could
so
be.
close.
I was to say if you're not saying Marner is, then I don't think you can say Eichel is.
I don't know. Eichel's close for me.
Why are you not saying Marner is then? Just because it's only one great year.
Yeah, this is Marner's first amazing year. He had good last year.
Eichel,
And he's just entering his prime, so he could be.
I mean, Eichel 81, 61, 67, 77, so he hasn't even played a full 82 yet. He got 81 his rookie year. Only finished fourth in Calder vote. I don't know, 56 points, 57 points, 64. I don't think Eichel is right
I got
now.
you're talking me down on Eichel, I guess.
I think he could be. I like him.
Yeah, I want him to be.
I want Marner. I like Marner a lot right now. He's so good.
Detroit, no.
I mean, honestly, though, if that's... let me go back to Marner really quick. 77 games played, 82, 82, 61 points, 69 points, 94.
If it was 90, 92, 94, then yes.
16 and 17. I'm just saying, if you thought Eichel was, like, same amount of years, he's played 2 full seasons, almost 3.
Eichel's more of a two-way, though.
I understand that. I'm also bringing up games
Which, if you
played,
look at
too,
our players who are franchised, most of them are more two-way
I haven't
players.
really been... I mean, I'm sure in the back of my mind...
Giroux.
Yeah. Tane's not.
He's
gotten
become
better.
He's become.
People don't think he has, though.
People don't fucking watch the games, though.
15, 16. Who beat Marner that year?
But yeah, we got Detroit, New Jersey, Ottawa. No.
Detroit, New Jersey, Ottawa. Yeah, no. Ow.
So yeah, there's what?
Is that everyone?
10 franchise players in the league.
Jesus.
15, maybe.
I'm being distracted now. What?
A lot of guys on the verge of getting there, though.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's potential there for a lot of people.
We didn't even bring up, like, Dahlin and Heiskanen.
Yeah, it's hard, like you said, it's hard with the
both get there.
Yeah.
Heiskanen seems a lot more impressive than Dahlin right now, honestly.
Yeah, I'm surprised people are so high on Dahlin this year. I mean, I like him. I think he will be really good, but he hasn't gotten there yet. Man, look at this Calder year. You got Austin Matthews, who won it, 69 points. You got Lonnie, 64 points. Werenski, 47. This doesn't make sense, though. Well, look, because Matt Murray's in here. Oh, I'm being dumb. He's 22. Yeah, okay. I guess maybe.
Was that the year after he won the cup already?
Maybe. But he was 4. Then you got Mitch Marner with 61. You got Nylander with 61. Matthew Tkachuk with 48. I mean, the points don't really matter, but just the names: Sebastian Aho, Ivan Provorov, Braden Point, Brady Shea. Like, honestly, no offense to Shea, but he's the first. I mean, I guess a little bit. Yeah, more Shea. Like his name's the first. Like that's when I feel like
Matt Murray.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
Matt Murray's the first one.
I mean Nylander, but I feel like Nylander. I don't think he's as bad as he did after signing his contract.
No, I feel like he'll have a bounce back here next year.
Yeah, like people.
I really hope Toronto trades him, and then he has a crazy year.
They trade him. He has crazy year, and they can't sign Marner.
Like they overreact to the holdout and the year he had. Then they trade him, and then he becomes McKinnon, who's signed for so little but is so good.
I wonder what kind of what Nylander's holdout does with this Marner situation. Like how it affects it, you know? Because you have to think Dubas has that in the back of his mind, like crap, he held out for so long.
I don't think it'll come to that with Marner.
Either they're gonna sign or he won't, or they'll trade him for a shit ton.
He won't hold out like that.
I don't know.
Is he
His
from
dad,
Toronto too?
yeah, but I don't know if he's from Toronto. But I know his dad's like a huge.
I think he's from Toronto.
He's like really in his ear and like making sure he gets what he's worth and whatnot.
I mean,
Sounds
yeah.
like it at least.
Hold out. Do it.
Do it. Then sign elsewhere.
Sign an offer sheet.
That'd be insane. How many
Go
first
to
rounds?
Carolina.
Is that 4 first rounds with how much money he's probably going to sign for?
Yeah, it'd definitely be 4 first
Is it
rounders.
worth it? It's worth it, right?
It's worth it. Yep, 100%. Especially if you're a team that's like in the playoffs, but
Bouncing in and out.
gonna be
Bubble team.
Yeah, this would make you a contender.
Like
I said, Carolina. Dude.
I was literally just going to say, what kind of money does Carolina have?
I said
I was
Carolina.
literally.
Carolina, sign them. That'd be awesome.
I wonder how much.
They have.
I wonder if
they're Carolina.
I wonder if they even have their own pitch though. That's the thing.
Oh, they do. I think 100% they do. Carolina, they don't trade their picks away.
They have their Nets 3. Oh my God! Next year or this year they have
they get
2.
picks. They don't trade picks away.
They have 2 second rounders this year. Yeah, they got their. They have it, but I don't think it counts 2019. I think it goes after 29 because I think doesn't the draft happen?
Well, yeah, it won't count this.
So they at least have their Nets 2 then to do it.
You
And most people don't trade.
Yeah,
anything
you can't
past
really.
That. You can trade them. It's just most people don't. Question is, do they have the cap space?
They have
Right
plenty
now,
of cap
their
space.
final cap space is 16 mil.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
but they got to sign Aho to a deal.
Oh no, there's like 10 mil.
Or there's at least 10 mil.
And they should upgrade their goalie position, regardless of how well they've done this year.
They're gonna sign Mrazek. They'll sign him for a deal.
Because I would say they don't have a goalie signed that's for next year. Let's like, oh, I'm at bad. They got Darling.
Darling, yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure they got Darling still.
I forgot about that. Oh man, if they could get that money off the books, that'd help a little bit. I don't know. Did they like buy him out or something? Oh no, they buried him in the AHL, right? Yeah.
Last I heard, he relapsed and was in rehab again.
They have
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
we went over that.
forwards to re-sign, though. They have Justin Williams, who they will re-sign.
We went over Darling, my insider connections,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kathy's coworkers,
I'm like, what are you
friend.
talking about? Yeah, they're not gonna have much wiggle room money wise. They have Justin Williams. They have Furland, who maybe let him walk. I mean, he did well, but he was
Justin
hurt.
Williams won't cost much.
He made 4.5 this year.
That's not bad. He'll sign that again.
But then you got I don't know who Satu Manalanen.
Saku Koivu?
No, Manalanen or something like that. It's Maenalanen.
Is he coming off his entry level deal?
Yeah, Aho's coming off his entry level deal. Brock McGinn, who is making less than $1 million.
It's a minor raises
McCagg,
though.
Bishop,
McCagg's doing good in this playoffs. I've noticed him a lot.
Patrick Brown. Lot of. Wow, I see how they have the cap space, that much cap
Yeah.
space. No wonder why they didn't do anything with it. Because they're like, ooh, this is gonna be a rough offseason if we make any crazy move here.
There's a team that doesn't spend to the cap. But if this attendance
8 and
keeps up,
Fleury,
they
too.
can.
I mean,
They
yeah,
set an attendance record their last game.
that's insane.
like
to me. How do
19,000.
teams still set a 10? Like, there's a max occupancy in the stadiums. I just don't understand how. Like in 2006, they did a new stadium since 2006.
Doubtful? I don't know.
They didn't set attendance records that year. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
Did they not fill it to?
Oh well,
capacity?
they probably did. That's probably when the record was set.
Okay, so they just said it again though. That
Yeah.
makes no sense to me.
Maybe they just allowed standing room now.
Maybe I don't know. It surprises me that teams still are setting attendance records.
But Carolina is a reasonable one.
Not when they won the cup in 2006 though. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm not saying you have to.
They
win
won
the
the cup before that too.
I'm talking about like recent to where they for sure most likely have not had a new stadium since. I'm not saying you have to win a cup too to set a record, but I'm saying if you did win a cup, you probably set an attendance record that year. Like you probably filled the capacity.
Guarantee Arizona could set some attendance records.
Probably.
Probably Florida too.
Or Arizona. Or Florida. They're turning around though. I mean, they hired Quinville. They're getting his assistant back, Kitchen. Wow, we had a lot more. I mean, we went down a
That-
slippery
yeah.
slope
No,
there.
that was good. I
I
like
don't even
it.
know how we got to Carolina. Oh,
I like
Marner
it.
to Carolina.
Let's get the playoffs on. Let's get the
It's 40 minutes in.
playoffs.
Oh shit.
So I think since we last recorded,
Oh,
the Islanders are
God.
out.
Yeah, definitely that has happened. Islanders got swept.
I'm kind of happy that
I
they're
mean,
out.
I'm all in. Carolina has bought me,
Yeah, Carolina won me over for sure.
sold me, bought me. I don't know. I'm on board. I like Carolina, but I didn't believe in them as much as I should have.
Of
Apparently,
the teams left, Carolina would be my one, and Colorado is probably my two.
for wanting or expecting.
Yes.
You're crazy. I mean, I definitely, like I said, Carolina has sold me on their team. Like, I believe I wanted them to win before. Now I actually do believe in them a little bit here.
Yeah, it still seems like anyone could fucking win.
Yeah. I mean, Columbus, even though they lost that last game, I think Boston was winning. I'm going to look at it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the Islanders became the first team to sweep
And then get
get swept.
Wow, impressive.
Not ever, since like the 80s or something.
But that Boston game, so
First
Boston,
one in a long time.
Boston was winning 2-0. 1-0. Well, okay, so 1-0 in the second.
I see when the playoffs started, I really wanted Boston.
I don't want them
Like
anymore.
Boston was my team, and
Yeah.
now I don't want them to win anymore.
I agree. Yeah.
I rather see now how the playoffs have played out. I rather see Boston because they're
Yeah.
the most recent champions.
I
I'd rather
completely
see them
agree.
lose.
Well, minus St. Louis, of course.
Well, I hope St. Louis loses next game.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just
that-
saying,
I
with
want them
everyone
done.
who's left, they're definitely the team. But anyways, so in the third period, Boston was winning 1-0 to start, and then they scored 5 minutes in to make it 2-0. Then Columbus scored. Boston's like, no, 3-1. Then Columbus scores 12 minutes in, 14 minutes in to tie it, and it's a tie 3-3 game. Third period.
I think I watched this game.
And then Grant scores a minute and a half left in the game. It's just like, oh, like Columbus is
They come
They're-
back.
they're coming
you can't,
for
you
it.
can't
They-
keep them down.
they need to win 2 in a row now. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did it.
Pretty sure Tortorella already guaranteed a game 7.
Oh, did they? Weird. That means nothing. I'm pretty sure. Who was it? Was it Washington who? I can't remember. Someone did that recently, and it's like I think maybe it was the Islanders. I don't know. Someone guaranteed something. They ended up being destroyed the next game. But
So of the teams remaining, Boston has won it most recently in 2011. And Carolina won it in 2006.
wow, Carolina's the next one after that. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yep, 2006. Then Colorado 2001. Then Dallas 1999, and it was.
I think Dallas is my
Islanders in
number 2 team.
1983, but then you got 3 left still that have not won a cup.
Wait, who?
You have Columbus hasn't won.
Columbus and
San
St.
Jose
Louis
and St. Louis.
Oh yeah, that was funny. If this was one back, I think first round still. It was just something. I don't even remember what happened, but it was oh, they were talking about like Vegas like making it to the finals, like blah blah blah. And there was a San Jose fan. I think it was on. I'm pretty sure it was Twitter where they're like, "Oh yeah, well San Jose made it to the final round and they won one more game than Vegas." It's like,
Cool.
good job, San Jose. Like, what you Vegas made it to the finals their first year. Like that was pretty impressive. And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, in out of all of our years of existence, we won one more game than you." So, ha, this was hilarious.
Well, speaking of San Jose and Vegas, Pavelski actually came out and said in an interview that he didn't think that the penalty where he got hurt should
Yeah.
have been a 5-minute major. He thought it should have just
Yeah,
been a
that's
regular penalty.
Shocking to say the least.
But he also said he's happy it happened.
Well, yeah, they're not going to decline the penalty. Like, of course they're going to take it. But yeah, then even in one of the, I know I mentioned this to you, but like there was the one play. I think it was the most recent Colorado game but where Colorado lifted a San Jose player's stick, which he lifted the San Jose player's stick into a Colorado other player's visor. San Jose scored, but the back ref called the goal off because of that. It's just like if you stick lift another player, and that player therefore high stick someone else because of your stick lift, is that a penalty? I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't think it should be. I think that's kind of BS if it is. But
Some weird circumstances there.
yeah, like how often does that happen? But in the long run, I mean, if San Jose is going to complain about that, I mean, I feel like penalty-wise, they're probably ahead on the.
I mean,
on
it
their
didn't.
charts.
It didn't really change the outcome of the game. Or
I mean,
anything,
if it was
so.
the last game, yeah, they won 2-1. I just don't know if it was the last game or not. So you clearly want Colorado to win this series.
Yeah, I'm not going to be upset if San Jose wins and goes on to win their first Stanley Cup ever. Like, I'd probably jump on board
Yeah.
if they beat Colorado, but I really like Colorado.
Like, there's only the one team where if they made it to the finals, it's like, oh, please not them, and that's St. Louis.
St.
And that's
Louis,
just being
yeah.
a Hawks fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure any St. Louis fan hated that the Hawks did so well and won 3
Hated
cups.
their lives the last
decade. I mean, I'm sure they weren't thrilled about LA winning, like just being a decade of LA. I closed the door. A decade of LA Hawks, and like no one likes Pittsburgh, so Pittsburgh winning, that's that's what they've had to deal with. So most fans.
And Boston got one in there.
Yeah.
Most teams don't like Boston either.
But do you think other teams' fan bases see Chicago as another Pittsburgh, and we just don't see it, obviously, because...
Well, I mean, it's obvious that most fan bases hate the Blackhawks.
Just because the NHL overuses them with outdoor games, and then
And the fact that the
success brings hate.
fans travel so well. The Blackhawks
Yeah.
have fans everywhere, so they have to encounter fans too.
Other teams' success brings more
The fact that
hate than joy.
stadiums are making rules that who could purchase their tickets.
I bet you that happens elsewhere, and you just don't hear about it as much.
I don't know. I've never heard about it for anyone else, honestly.
Yeah, St. Louis and Nashville both did it.
Yeah.
That didn't stop us going to a Game 7 loss. Oh, in St. Louis.
Yeah. Good game now.
It was actually a really good game. Did it go to overtime, or was it like it was either that or
I think it was
last minute goal?
Third period. Yeah, last minute, I want to say.
Whatever.
We thought it was going to overtime, and then
Yeah.
they scored or something like that.
But yeah, I'd rather Colorado win. But yeah, there's only the one team that I don't want to win. That'd be St. Louis.
Yeah.
But Carolina would definitely be number one on my list of wanting to win.
See, Islanders would have been on my list of teams I don't want to win.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Islanders fan,
So
I
I'm
can't
glad
get
they're
on
gone.
board with that. I'm thrilled that they swept Pittsburgh.
In my perfect world, Columbus comes back and wins.
I'd be okay with that.
Colorado
That's fine.
comes back and wins.
Yeah, I'm fine
And
with
Dallas wins.
that. Yeah, Dallas. Dallas is actually number 2, even though it's another Central team. I like Dallas. I don't view them as like I view St. Louis and Nashville. I'm all board. I'm good with Dallas. Dallas, Winnipeg, I like. Yeah,
Yeah. I honestly would be fine with Columbus winning the cup.
yeah, that wouldn't
Just
bother
because
me.
it's their first of the teams left that have not won it yet. I think I want Columbus to win it more than any other team.
Only reason I don't want them to do well is because I don't want
Followed
Panarin to
closely
stay
by
there.
San Jose.
As much as
He
I'm
won't stay there. There's no chance.
even if they won the cup.
Even if they won the cup, there still isn't Panarin.
I don't
Like
know.
I said before, I feel like if they win the cup, Bobrovsky might stay, but zero chance that Panarin stays.
I just don't I don't want any incentive for him to stay in that.
And
as
then
incentive.
Duchesne might stay.
I think if Bob and Panarin sign,
Panarin-
Duchesne definitely signs.
Panarin has made it clear he wants to be in a big city or by a
Stanley Cup
beach.
probably changes that.
I don't think so.
And I think Bob staying would influence his decision as well.
I don't know.
They seem pretty buddy in that one picture.
I saw a picture today of it was Malkin hanging out with
Kucherov. Yeah,
and
I saw the
Kovalchuk
same
was in that
picture.
too.
Was Kovalchuk in
Yeah,
that
he
one?
was in there.
I mean, yeah.
It's weird how there's like random groups
I mean, nationality. I feel like it's a big part of it.
of Russians. I mean, random groups like you don't see Ovechkin hanging out with Malkin and them.
I know Panarin's is
Panarin and Bob, obviously.
Bob, but Kucherov too. Like I think they're some.
Yeah, Panarin and
close.
Kucherov. I think Kucherov's just friends with everyone.
Yeah.
And Panarin, I think, is too.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would hate Panarin, but
Kucherov did a little bit in that handshake line.
He did what?
He hated him a little bit in the handshake line.
He wasn't. Panarin was. Yeah, that was something. Kucherov was not in a good mood. That's for sure. But I mean, out of the series that's left, Boston's up 3-2. I think they play tonight.
Yep.
And then San Jose and Colorado, 3-2 to Colorado. San Jose, I'm sorry. And they play tonight.
Yeah, and I hope they both go. I hope the rest of the series go to game sevens.
Honestly, even if Colorado was up 3-2, I'd still hope for a game. Like, just why not?
Yeah.
Just
like I said, once San Jose beats Colorado, I'll be a San Jose fan.
I'll still, I don't know. I'll go Dallas over San Jose as long as Dallas wins.
I think I'd go San Jose over Dallas at that point.
Like, let's assume Colorado gets eliminated
because it's close to happening. It could happen today.
And same with Boston. Definitely Carolina, Dallas, San Jose, Boston.
I'd go Carolina, San Jose, Boston, Dallas.
Dallas is last.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. I like Stajan. I like him a lot. I like Ben.
I like him better when he gets traded or leaves the free agency.
I don't hate their jerseys. I like the design. I just don't.
Their jerseys are just stolen from the Hawks.
Yeah, that's why I like
with
them.
Different colors.
Yeah, that's why I like them.
That's all their jersey is. So I don't want to give them any credit for their jerseys. Fuck them.
I don't know. I'm warming up to Dallas.
Their white jerseys are nice.
Yeah, their white jerseys are nice. I don't know, but the other do we talk about the Bishop injury, or do you want to talk about Marchand? I'll leave it up to you. How everyone thinks Marchand should be suspended.
I mean, sure, let's get that over with real quick. I'll take 2 seconds.
Just because he not just because, I mean, he unrightfully punched a guy in the back of the head, which sure could be a penalty.
I went over it in the group text with Tommy.
Yeah.
This play happens probably every game.
It's somewhat similar to the cross-check in the face-off. It happens. Still a penalty.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to be called
Never
every
gets
time.
called,
yeah.
though.
But it is technically a penalty. It's just a penalty.
It only gets called if someone gets hurt.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I don't. There's anyone saying that he should be suspended.
It's just because it's
Marchand. Yeah.
Like, imagine
it's all the butthurt Toronto fans.
Like, imagine if Aho did that.
No one bats an eye.
Or just go with someone no one knows. Like I can't even.
Because it's Marchand. Everyone.
Like McCagg. Like, no one really knows who McCagg is unless you're a Carolina fan. Like, so imagine if he did it.
Or a Pittsburgh fan. He was in Pittsburgh.
He was in Pittsburgh. My bad.
But yeah, like every scrum in the corner, like
it's
people are
funny.
punching guys in the back of the head with gloves on constantly.
It's funny because, and you can tell that he didn't try to. There was no intent to injure.
No,
there was no intent.
It was more of
it was just let's piss you off. Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick.
He just wanted a reaction. Is all.
Yeah, he's just being a classic Marchand. He was
good
being
on.
He was being a dick.
Who did he punch? Was it Anderson?
I don't remember actually.
Whoever he punched,
reacted, but he didn't get crazy.
Good on not drawing a
taking
penalty.
the bait.
Yeah,
good on not taking the bait. That's all he was looking for.
Or taking a penalty, not drawing a penalty.
He either thought he would have gotten a power play on it, worst case scenario, or they maybe 4-on-4, and he thought his team might be better 4-on-4. I might be overthinking it, but
no, he just wanted to take. Marchand wanted,
or just trying to frustrate.
He was waiting for the refs to not look, and then he did it.
And then he just stayed
hoping
away,
hoping to get traced.
Oh my god! I just love that he did it, and then he's just like, "I'm out, peace."
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say though, like if Tom Wilson did that, I would have called like suspension, but I would like, dick. Like I would definitely.
Tom Wilson though, he has a lot more strength than Marchand. Like Tom Wilson could hurt someone doing that.
I mean, Marchand can if he wanted to.
Yeah,
it's all about what your intent is. If you intend to injure, then you're gonna injure. And it's not like he to just swing at someone with their stick like, Malkin.
The people comparing it to Kadri cross-checking DeBrusque in the face with his stick.
Whenever you use your stick, that
Like,
is pretty much intent to injure.
That's insane.
If a stick gets involved, you should know that you're probably going to hurt someone. So, I mean, I'm not saying punching someone in the back of the head's, doesn't have the potential to hurt someone, but when your glove on, I don't think it's really that big of a deal.
Yeah, between the glove and the helmet, it's not going to do that much unless you're winding up.
Unless he's trying to hurt, unless there's the
Right.
intent, which there clearly wasn't. He was just being classic.
The intent was to be a
the
dick, and it succeeded.
But the other thing was, I don't know who took the initial shot, but someone took a slapper.
It was it Lindell?
Was it? Oh no, what? Oh, you're talking. I forgot about that. What are you talking about? The slap shot on Bishop?
Yeah.
Isn't
The defenseman on
Detroit?
or Dallas?
Well, yeah, but the slapper from the St. Louis Blues player is what I'm talking about.
Oh, right, yeah.
Lindell's the guy who we forgot.
He's the guy that
who
flopped. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I remember the name.
I forgot about that until you mentioned it, so I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned the name. But yeah, so I don't know who the slap shot came from, but the slap shot from the Blues
Parayko.
player
It came from
probably,
Parayko.
and he has a hard shot,
Yeah.
but it caught Bishop in a bad spot. Bishop doesn't wear any extra. He doesn't wear the.
Any neck guards?
Yeah,
at
he
all.
doesn't wear any neck protection, pretty much. So he felt that hurt. I don't think they got the MRI results back or the X-ray results back to see if it's broken or anything, but hopefully it's not.
Well, he came back into the game.
Did he?
Yeah, he
I
played
didn't
a
see
little
that,
bit. He
'cause
let
I
up
didn't
another
watch.
goal.
I watched I guess I did watch the last 5 minutes. I just didn't. I was watching on my phone, so I didn't really.
I didn't watch any of it, and I know this.
I was watching on my phone.
No, he came back into the game and he gave up another goal, and then he got pulled. The coach pulled him, not a trainer or anything.
Yeah. But so the slap shot was he shot, hit Bishop. Bishop instantly goes down. Instantly, it's clear Bishop's in pain. He's not trying to get up. He's down in pain. And then another Blues player gets the puck, puts down that and scores. No ref blew the whistle.
I feel like it should have been blown dead.
It's
If the goalie's on the ice like that, I feel like it should be blown dead.
So there were things people were tweeting the rule book and everything. And technically in the rule book it says when a player is injured, it doesn't say goalie but just player. The refs aren't supposed to blow the whistle until their team gets the puck. But in past, when the goalies get special
also in the rule
treatment,
book,
for sure.
it says if they think a player is injured, they can't.
Yeah, true. It's pretty much
And
at
it's
the refs'
happened
discretion.
before multiple times.
Refs decide do I think this is a serious injury? Yes, blow the puck, blow the whistle.
But being a goalie, it's usually
Well, because they're getting the puck shot at you.
Right.
That's your job is to stop that, and so you're in the line of fire.
Right.
So imagine if his helmet fell off, they would have blown the whistle.
And for anyone saying he's faking it, that's a very fucking weird time to just fake an injury.
The playoffs like that, you think he's I hope
That's
he's
what
going to blow
everyone's
the
saying.
whistle.
He's a known flopper. It's that's a very suspect time. It's not like what does he have to
I don't
gain
remember
by
what
flopping
the
like
score
that?
was either at the time that happened.
That was,
I think it was one of the
2-1.
earlier. Yeah, so it was still close.
It made it 3-1.
So yeah, because if he stops that,
yeah.
why would he get hit and then be oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle whatever happens next. There's no reason for him to think he's not gonna be able to stop what's coming.
Right.
It's unnecessary to be thinking that far ahead, thinking oh, that player's gonna do if he stays up, if he's not hurt and just stays up. Not saying he for sure stops that puck, but there's no reason to think he wouldn't.
Yeah. No, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, I definitely think
Should have been called off.
I definitely think that they should have blown the whistle.
And it's just one of those calls that could have changed the game. I mean, it's obviously not as blatant as.
I mean, yeah, you're putting your backup. Who's your backup?
Kudobin.
Oh, that's right.
Solid backup, though.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have to put a backup, and I'd be. Hopefully he does well very much and just feed him to the Wolves. But, yeah.
I wonder who starts next game now, Game 7.
I mean, as long as Bishop's healthy, I don't see why not. But that's. I mean, of all games, Joe, it's a game 7, so
Yeah,
that's
you
a
gotta go
biggie.
Bishop.
Even if he's like, I'm gonna do it, like I still go like, all right, but they get 2 up on you early.
Yeah, if it's 2-0 at any point.
Yeah, not even at any point, but if it's like obvious, like 2 quick goals back to back, or just like, yeah, you really like you were moving slow, like just something obvious like that. But so yeah, that game's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, because tonight is Colorado,
Yeah,
San
and
Jose.
Boston.
The 2 game 6s.
Yeah, I mean we went over all the. I mean,
Well,
all of
the
them.
only other thing is the Oscar Lindell flop.
Oh yeah, the Lindell flop. Who do you know who
Bertuzzo?
was Bertuzzo? He was
Maybe?
doing the cross checking.
Yeah, pretty sure it was him.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, yeah, it was a cross check. It was like, wow, guy.
Yeah,
Work on your flopping skills.
the first
Work on your diving.
he got away at the first flop, and yes, it should have been called a cross check, but to keep flopping like that is a little crazy.
And it would
Like,
just got
what?
worse and worse.
Yeah, I just
Like
got
the
more
last one
obvious.
was just like, oh, stop, please stop.
Like you just go back at him at that point.
I get that players try and sell certain calls.
Like you're flopping to try and draw a penalty, but if you just go back at him with your cross check, you're gonna have the same outcome.
Yeah,
You're both gonna get penalties. You
like
just don't look like a fucking fool.
I know players are gonna flop a little bit or try and sell calls.
Just don't make it soccer. That was soccer.
Or trying to sell a call is one thing, but then completely flopping and diving, like, come on. To straight out, like, dive, to take yourself... I mean, like, there's no... For this one, it was... I think the whistle was blown, and it was after the whistle stuff. But...
No, it was.
Was it?
It was during play.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
There was a
then.
battle in the corner.
Oh, it was a battle in the corner. That's right, you're right.
Yep.
But, like, when players, like, fall down and, like, try and act like they got tripped and stuff like that, it's like, when you're taking yourself out of the play, like, he was taking... Like, he could have... I know it was stuck in that there was a battle in the corner, but he was right there. Oof, he could have tried to do something to help.
Yeah.
When you take yourself out of the play like that, I'm just like, seriously? Like, come on. Just play. Like, what do you like? It could be. I'm sure it's frustrating when certain things happen, not when you don't get a call. But I don't know. I don't like taking yourself like when you're taking yourself out of the play like that. It's just I don't understand, especially playoffs. Like things are getting called less in playoffs. So why are you trying to? Like, doesn't make sense to me. It's dumb. He's supposed to be a good player, too.
Yeah, he's supposed to be really good.
Isn't he, like, 21, 22?
Yeah, he's young. He's gonna learn quick
Yeah.
not to do that stupid shit.
Or just do it better. But, yeah, I don't know. It's dumb. So he made it was just so obvious about it. It was so bad.
So who do you have tonight then? Of the games that are on tonight?
I'm just gonna say Game 7's all around.
Yeah, you think everyone's going Game 7?
I mean, I think Columbus will definitely win. If anything, I'd say the team that falls short is Colorado. But I mean, I know Jones has been doing better for sure. But if I had, I mean, at the same, I could still see Jones having a bad game, or
I can
even
see
just
Grubauer stealing this one though.
or Drew Bauer stealing one, or I mean, even just McKinnon or Landeskog. Just like or Rantanen, he's been having a good playoffs.
Yeah.
It's so many possibilities, but like I don't know. I just Columbus. They're. I mean, not to take away from Colorado. I think I believe more in Columbus right now. It's probably because I've seen more of Columbus play.
I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Columbus loses today and Colorado
Because you believe
forces
more
Game
in,
7.
Is it because of Columbus, Colorado,
believe
or Boston?
more in Boston.
Yeah, okay. You're going opposite. You're looking at the winning team.
I believe more that Boston
yeah, I mean, I could see
has
that.
a team that they could eliminate. They're going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, I'd be fine with.
I'd definitely be happy with Game 7s.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Man, if there's 3 out of the 4 series go to Game 7s, this is
With one
probably the
sweep
best
in there.
playoffs.
I don't know about best. I mean, the Huts aren't in it. So.
I know, but still, when your team's not in it, this is the kind of.
I mean, I think it was one of the years the Huts were. I don't know if they won it, but they contending for sure. But I think it was out of all the first round matchups, 6 of them went to Game 7s.
Yeah.
I
doubt it was 6, but
it was something close to that. I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying these playoffs are bad by any means.
These playoffs are good just because the first round, everyone you didn't expect to win won.
Upset. I mean, Tampa Bay and Calgary getting upset, and Vegas, which I don't think Vegas was technically an upset. Just like Pittsburgh wasn't technically an upset, but
Pittsburgh wasn't upset more than Vegas was.
Yeah, Vegas wasn't by no means as upset. But I'm saying for sure Pittsburgh, technically it wasn't. If you go by standings. Washington.
If you go by odds, it was definitely
Washington.
Betting odds.
Yeah, if you go by betting odds, it was. Washington losing was a surprise.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
The only team is Boston that survived, and that went to a Game 7.
But that's who you thought would win.
That's the one that went to a Game 7. The other ones, or Washington did too. Yeah. Well, should be fun. If you have to choose,
was Vegas San Jose Game 7?
Well, I was just talking about Eastern.
Oh, okay.
I just that wasn't really an upset. I mean, San Jose's a good team. That's one of the most even matchups, honestly, probably out of the first round.
Yeah, then Boston, Toronto.
Yeah. If you had to choose which game to watch, so Colorado, San Jose, or Boston, Columbus, which one would you watch?
I think I'd watch Colorado, San Jose.
I would watch Boston and Columbus.
I don't know. I like. They're both gonna be good games.
I don't know. San Jose, watching Hurdle and Meyer and all the youngins on that team. I say youngins they're. I'm 25.
They're younger.
They're 3 years younger than me, maybe. How old Hurdle? I'm curious now. I'm curious how old the core is. Hurdle, I feel like I've heard he's 20. I feel like he's older because he's been around for a while. He's only making
26.
He's signed for another 3 years. He's 25. He's signed for another 3 years at 5.625. I don't know.
It's a steal now.
Meyer is the young one at 22, making less than $1 million. He's a restricted free agent. Watch out for that one. I bet you LeBont's about 22 as well. He's 23, making less than $1 million, restricted free agent.
Yeah, they got some guys to sign.
How much cap space do they have? Well, I'm curious. I'll see.
Pavelski's RFA too, isn't he?
Yeah, LSG.
Or UFA. Is he UFA?
I don't know. Thornton's coming off the books.
He's probably UFA. Well, Thornton's signing 1-year deals every year.
The UFA for Pavelski.
Pavelski won't go anywhere. Something about San Jose. Players don't leave there.
Nyquist is an unrestricted free agent. Don Stoy. And then Timo's restricted. Then Carlson's unrestricted. Ooh, God, their defense besides Burns. Oh, Burns and Vlasic are both locked up long term. Jesus.
You know who's been a low-key hero for Boston?
For Boston?
Former Hawk.
Am I being dumb?
No, you're not. Joakim Nordstrom.
Oh, geez, he's on that team.
Yeah. And he's scored a couple game winners, I'm pretty
Really?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I forgot. He was on Carolina at one point, I'm pretty sure. I kind of just eventually lost track of him.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him a little bit when he was there.
I didn't know he was on Boston until he scored a game winner.
I mean,
I'm like, shit.
You saying that definitely was like, oh, yeah, I was. I'm thinking, did Kevin Hayes? Because I know at one point the Hayes brother was on that team. I'm like, is Kevin Hayes there? I'm like, no, he went to Winnipeg.
Everyone's saying Kevin Hayes is going to get this huge contract.
I mean, he was playing on the fourth or third line in Winnipeg.
They're saying that he's going to get he's going to be in 8-9 mil.
You read that article, didn't you?
No, he's not.
You read the who should
I'm
the
hearing a lot of stuff
target?
though. No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't read that.
Oh, yeah. It was all unrealistic
There's
offer sheet stuff.
No way there's no way he gets anywhere close to 8.
someone wants the Hots to go for.
If he gets 6, that's good for him.
I was thinking like 5.
Yeah, he should get less. If he gets 6, he's gonna be overpaid.
Yeah, I mean, I like him, but I don't think he's worth 8.
Yeah, I like him for a third line center. Like you're not getting 6, 7, 8 mil.
That's crazy. But the article I was reading was saying they're hoping that the Blackhawks go for Trouba, they go for Marner, they go for.
Yeah, me too. But come on,
it was all these like. That's Hayes was on there, and they were saying the same thing. They were throwing out those high numbers.
you don't even have the cap space to go for Marner. You go for Marner, that means no DeBrincat.
I would say if
sure.
you sign, well, I mean, it's the same people who are thinking the Panarin, or that they have some sort of chance of Panarin if he. It's like, yeah,
I do think they have some sort of
if he
chance
signs
for Panarin.
at some sort of discount,
If he signs for like,
which he won't.
8.
I don't think he will. Don't think he will. I mean, if you go out like, if you have the option to get Marner and lose to DeBrincat, do you not do that?
Marner's more of an assist guy who's going to be putting in his passes.
Is he not good enough assist guy for anyone to put in his passes?
Anyone.
Most people.
But then you got Dylan Strome, who's more of a passer.
Is he that much of a
Kane's a passer.
Kane's whatever the fuck he needs to be.
I mean, I guess you could see a Marner.
Yeah, wow, he has not touched 30 goals yet.
Yeah.
That definitely.
He'd have to be on the line with Taze.
It's literally the opposite
Taze
of
and Saad.
DeBrincat's add 30 goals. Well, not 30, but add 20 goals and take away 20 assists.
I'd put Marner on the line with Taze and Saad and hope that they could put in his passes.
Yeah.
And then Kane would be on the line with Strome.
And.
Well, right now, DeBrincat, but after next year.
Oh, he has one more year, yeah.
Yeah, after next year, Strome and DeBrincat are gone then.
Yeah. I don't know. Look at us. We got Blackhawks stock in there.
Yeah. Yeah. For the Hawks to even offer sheet him.
Yeah, you have to have do you have to have the money available upon offer? Like, yeah, right?
Probably. Like I don't know. That's just not an option. Don't even think about it.
I'll think about whatever I want to think about.
I think that about does it for this episode.
That does it for this episode. Follow us on Socially Hawkward and No A in the Ward on Twitter. Socially Hawkward 19 A in the Ward on Instagram. Don't worry about Facebook. We're over that. But yeah, that does it. So we will. I'm trying to think of any last second stuff, but I truly can't think of anything.
No, I'm pretty sure we covered.
We will
more than what we expected to. Today.
Yeah, that first 30 minutes, that took me by surprise. We really went down a rabbit hole on that one, but that's to be expected because
it's going to get harder and harder as playoffs go on too, because less and less teams,
less and less games to talk about.
We're gonna have to start finding shit.
Hey, that was a happy little accident.
Yeah.
Just whatever random question you think of that pops in your head, just ask it.
All right.
But yeah, we will be here next week as well. Hopefully maybe not back to our normal Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah, it really depends on everyone. We're all working weekends now, so it's tough.
Well, I guess right now I am, yeah. Schedules are getting interesting, but hopefully Tuesdays will not be affected. So we will be here. Well, I guess for people listening, it's Tuesday regardless. So we will be here Tuesday next week. So bye.
Later.